Good morning, everybody. This is Rich again at the Ultra Motorsports warehouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're checking out this 67 Chevelle today, Super Sport clone. All right, this is it's about 95 degrees out here, so we're gonna try and make this quick, and we're gonna whip this thing into the warehouse when we're done. If anybody has any questions about this car, they can reach out to us on the website at www.ultramotors.net. Or you can call me personally. My name is Rich. It's 260-704-0234. Some of the things we want to do is take a real good look down the body lines of this car, okay, and point out some of the features that make this car, well, quite frankly, that make this car the low 30s clone that it is, okay. What makes this car worth $32,000 is the quality. Oh, the most desirable muscle car body style, arguably, ever produced, and just the work that was put into this vehicle. Okay, I wouldn't say this car qualifies as a rotisserie, but what I would say is that it was in 1,000 pieces when it was restored. Okay, nothing tacky was done, nothing chintzy. The car, everything was off the car when it was painted. Any of you guys that look at cars enough, you know what I'm talking about. No paint lines around trim pieces, no runs, no drips. Anywhere where people can usually skimp, they usually will. Not on this car, all right? It didn't happen that way. Chrome on this car, super thick. Body lines look great, okay? You're not gonna go to a car show and have some old timer look down the side of this car and shake his head, all right? This thing looks great. Let's talk about lining up, all right? Let's talk about gaps in body parts, all right? The gap of the trunk. Gap of the trunk looks real good. All right, let's look down this body line. All right, everything is looking really sharp on this car. Looks great. Chrome, really nice. All right, the emblems in excellent condition. Okay, all these areas where you'd expect to see some bubbles maybe or something like that, nothing like that going on in this car. Okay, everything looks great. Doors real solid when they shut. That's what I really like. That's what I look for in a good quality car. All right. Solid shutting, nothing sounds like it's gonna fall apart when you shut the door. Hood gaps, everything looks really good. Okay, some of our online buyers had some questions about this car. It's been a super huge hit on the internet. Okay, people absolutely are going crazy over this thing, and understandably. Like I said, this is one of the most desirable muscle car body styles ever produced. All right, let me grab the keys here and we'll get a look at the trunk on the inside. We'll show you guys the underside of this thing, and then under the hood, and then hopefully we'll be able to take it for an Ultra Motorsports test drive here also. Okay, so give me 1 second here. And like I said, guys, any questions, you can feel free to reach out to us on the internet. Okay, underside of the trunk lid, excellent condition. It's your typical spatter paint job in here, okay? Really, you know, I don't see anything really that makes me stop and want to look at this thing any longer. You know, I mean, it's just had a spatter paint job on the inside of it, and just looks real good, okay? All the trim looks excellent. All the weather stripping looks excellent. I'll show you guys a little bit better example of that once we get to the inside of the car. Let's check out under the hood real quick, okay? .396, 375 horse, okay? That's what everybody wants to see right there, guys. Car's looking good, nice chrome valve covers, chrome air cleaner. Finished really well on the inside, okay? A few accent pieces, not overdone at all. I'll pull in real close here to the trim tag. Any of you Chevelle nut jobs out there, Chevelle weirdos, if you want to decode that thing, you're more than welcome. Like I said, this car is being sold as a clone. I believe it was a base Malibu when it started, okay? Let's take a look at the underside of the car here also. 10-bolt rear end in this car. That was one question that specifically was asked by one of our online buyers. 10-bolt rear end. Like I said, I don't think this car qualifies as a rotisserie because it looks like it has had some undercoating or something like that done. But you know, just a really well done car. Okay. Let me see here. The Drum brakes all the way around. Let's look at a couple of these frame rails here real quick too. Car just is real tidy, okay? Just looks good. Real nice looking. One of our buyers had a question about the exhaust system. Hopefully I can get a little bit better picture in here so he can see what he needs to see. Traeger wheels, kind of period-ish correct, okay? Real good looking. All right, guys, let's shift our attention to the interior here for a second. When I say done right, here's kind of what here's what I'm looking at. All right, I'm looking at this nice, fresh, crisp weather stripping. Looking for all these things in place where they're supposed to be. Making sure that none of this stuff's painted over red. That would be sloppy. I like these screws here. Yeah, I don't know if they're supposed to be there or not. I'm not a Chevelle, expert, but I look for even spacing and everything looks really nice and tidy. Places where guys could skimp. Places like this. These things take a beating, but you know what? This one's in great shape. It looks excellent. Armrest looks great. Seat looks like it's never been sat in. Okay? Back seat, same way. All right? Trim pieces on the seat. Very, very nice looking. Dash looks excellent. Got a little spot on the dash right there, okay? Don't know if it's worth fixing or not, but you know what? At Ultra Motorsports, we hate surprises, and we assume that our customers hate them also, all right? Steering wheel, in great shape. Maybe a few little minor scuffs up there, but in great shape. Interior chrome is excellent. Sail panels look real good. Headliner in excellent condition, okay? One of our online buyers had some questions about these gauges, these aftermarket gauges under here. Well, this is what's going on right there, okay? No secrets, no surprises. That's what it looks like. We don't want you to make the trip all the way here and then decide this vehicle's not for you, okay? Let's draw our attention in here to the console. Looks real good. Like I said, 396, 375, 4-speed car. Unless stated otherwise, you can assume that everything on this vehicle is in working order, okay? All the gauges work. One of our buyers had a question about this tack, okay? This looks like an aftermarket tack or something put on there, all right? No surprises here with this car, all right, guys? Unless stated otherwise, okay? What you can assume is that everything's working. All the windshield wipers are working, all the lights are working, the gauges are working. We're going to take this thing, we're going to spin this thing down the road for an Ultra Motorsports test drive here for a second, all right? And you guys can hear this thing run down the road a little bit. I want to let everybody know this car definitely does everything that it's supposed to do, all right? If you want to cruise down the highway at 75 miles per hour, it'll do that for you, okay? If you want to roast this thing from stoplight to stoplight, well, I'm not going to do it for you right now, but let me tell you, it'll definitely do that too. It's got a great sound, and you know, I just can't stress enough, guys, that the 66, 67 Chevelle body style is, and I hate to say it, but probably always will be, one of the most popular muscle car body styles in history, all right? They're just hard to find. And quite frankly, the quality that this one's done, if this was a numbers matching car, if this was a true 138 car, this quality, it would be high 50s, mid 50s car, something like that, okay? So, speedo's working, RPM gauge is working. This thing is running like a top, all right? Got an excellent sound. Do a quick little turnaround here. Car idles like it's supposed to, does everything it's supposed to do. So just a super fun driver. How this car would ever be worth any less than 30 grand, I would have no idea. Okay? All right. Let's bring her down to an idle here for a second. Car's idling like it's supposed to. Nothing's rattling around. I mean, you know, if you guys that have been around cars long enough know, It just seems like on some of these clones, there's just always something rattling around, or something that somebody decided to skimp on because they thought, it's just a clone. Not this one. Like I said, this car of this quality, in a true 138 SS car, 396, 375 horse, guys. I mean, this car would be a $50,000, $60,000 car. Okay, this car's worth you know, $25,000 standing on its head. I mean, it's just well done. It's a good looking car. Getting ready to finish up our test drive here, guys. I think this car does have a mild cam in it. Like I said, 396, 375 horse, 4-speed car. It's got drum brakes all the way around. And it is a 10-bolt rear end in this car also. Some oncoming traffic here. Alright guys, finishing up our test drive right now. Let this thing sit and idle here. E-brake's working like it's supposed to. Everything's working like it's supposed to. Windows go up and down smooth. They don't rattle around. You don't have to help these windows go up and down, okay? I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. You classic car guys, you know exactly what I'm saying. Hey, you know, somebody jumps in the passenger seat of your car and you gotta tell them, hey, you gotta lift up on that window when you roll it up. Not on this car. This isn't like that, guys. This one's as close to all the way done and still be affordable and still be drivable, okay? Take a look at these body lines for you guys one more time. Car's got a great sound. It's idling like it's supposed to. It's doing everything it should. All these pieces, excellent condition. All these long trim pieces. No tings, no nothing like that. Guys, just got a great look. 67 Chevelle, SS clone, 396, 375 horse, 4-speed car. And in a 4-speed. Red with black buckets. I mean, really, guys, just doesn't get much better than this. All right, guys, if you have any questions, reach out to us on our website, www.ultramotors.net, or you can check us out. You can give me a call personally. My name is Rich. My number is 260-704-0234. Again, here's a look at the Ultra Motorsports warehouse. Any of you guys see anything else in here that piques your interest, make sure you give me a holler. All right?